Self-importance. Prominence. Prominence rules. Self-importance is stated in this wise: when you feel important, you lose energy through the wear and tear of the ego dignity, so that there is little energy left to do the work. Self-importance, not working importance, exalts immature creatures. It is the self-element that exalts, not the effort to achieve. Self-importance is the greatest enemy. Think about it. What weakens us is feeling offended by the deeds and misdeeds of our fellow men. Our self-importance requires that we spend most of our lives offended by someone. Carlos Castaneda. Prominence rules. State being important or famous. The fact or the condition of standing out from something by physically projecting or being particularly noticeable. Prominence rules. Prominent rulers are committed to trying to be an adult, taking responsibility for one's life and the consequences of one's action, trying to be an adult, trying to be something that he or she is not, which is out of order. Does that make you an adult? And you are prominent when you are famous, when you have the notoriety? Does that make you an adult? Becoming financially independent. No matter what the circumstances are, being an adult is taking responsibility for one's life. Not taking the responsibility of taking someone else's life, but being responsible for your own life. Prominent rules. Others are looking on to see and waiting to be prominent themselves, and they follow the same type of behavior of the need for self-importance, the need to be prominent, projecting or being particularly noticeable. Prominent rules. Prominence of the empire. Where there is other forms of rulerships as well. Committed to wanting to be an adult, but don't know how to be an adult. In doing so, he or she becomes misled and mislead others, and it places a heavy burden on the people. And therefore, you have what is called pimps and you have prostitutes. And I'm not talking about in any sense of being sexist. Talk about when one prostitutes his or her humanity, puts his status above his humanity. And as a result, he or she becomes intoxicated by it, by wanting to stand out, projecting his or herself, particularly wanting to be noticeable, want the attention. Yet there is from the public, but yet there is a need for medical attention. It's almost like a medical term that is being used, a form of narcissism. Very challenging. To see this and try to avoid it and try not to be a part and contribute to it. But yet at the same time, in one's early years, we must distinguish between child abuse and child neglect, possibly. We may have acquired the food, the basic needs of food, clothes, and shelter as a child, but yet somehow or another there is some child neglect, which means some may have not gotten the mental and emotional attention that they need. So therefore one fantasizes and tries to compensate for that, and that's associated with emotional suppression. Suppressing the ego, and try to cover up that which they did not get of being famous or being prominent. Well, then again, that possibly could be a human tendency, We know about something that is tender. Something is called tendinitis. Well, how do we heal? Heal is just to be still, remain calm, to be at ease. That is, to be at peace with self. And when one is at peace with him or herself, we are no threat to each other. Yeah. Even in our vulnerability, we're trustworthy, we're honorable, we're no threat to one another. Till next time.